Why do we as a society need pastors? Like, what's the role of a pastor in this day and age? And what can that do for us? One of the reasons I'm asking that is because a lot of the people who have left church spaces, at least in the US, millions of people have done that because we grew up in a system that said it's all or nothing. And so it's like you have to believe this whole really rigid list. And by the way, don't be friends with your gay best friend or, just all those things. Right. And so they were like, well, I guess if those are my choices, I guess I'm out. Right. Because I don't have a space. The hard part is that I feel like a lot of those people have been robbed of a connection with the divine and community. And I don't think that that's fair. And so I really feel like a lot of people are kind of wondering, like, is there a space, in the Christian faith for me?
Yeah. From a Lutheran perspective, we would say the pastor's role is to always point to the gospel, which is God's redemptive love for the world. I think effectively the role of a pastor is to just say again and again, a different way is possible, that we don't have to act with violence towards each other, that we don't have to imprison our own citizens, that we don't have to deport people who are here legally, that we could act with love towards one another, that we could fix a broken immigration system, that we could create a place where people have their basic human needs met, right? We're the wealthiest country in the history of the world, and we are choosing not to care for our own people. We could solve global hunger, but we would rather spend money on bombs. We don't have to make the wealthy wealthier. That a different way is possible. And I think that's also true for spirituality, that again, throughout Christian history, there has been a wide spectrum of Christian beliefs and different ways that people practice. Christian spirituality is something that's open to everybody. I mean, the divine is open to everybody. I think that's why God comes in a lot of different forms to us. I think that's one of the joys that we have so many different versions of Christianity, is that for some people, Episcopalianism might be right. For some people, Lutheranism might be right. For some people, it might be Presbyterian or non-denominational churches or Orthodox churches or Catholic churches. I think it's a joy that there's so much variety within the church, because God wants to reach us where we are. And so my encouragement for folks that have had some trauma within the church, who still have some desire for a deeper relationship with the divine, is that that's available to you. God does not just come through people like me who are clergy. God does not just come through your home pastor. God will come to you as you are, and that you can discover that spirituality. You can have a rich faith life totally apart from that institution that hurt you. I think the church can also be a really wonderful place, especially as folks find churches that are affirming and welcoming of them and open to their questions. Throughout Christian history, there's been a lot of different experiences of what it means to be a Christian, what it means to be somebody who is trying to build a relationship with the divine.